Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to go over the 6% British Army pay rise. But we're going to go over the good things and the bad things. Now, I know a lot of people have been waxing lyrical about the 6% pay rise. Superb. But first of all, let's take a look about why we actually got this pay rise. So the Chief of the Defence Staff said that this year's pay award is testament to the hard work and extraordinary dedication of the armed forces, and the significant increase in starting pay for new recruits, which was 7.25%, underlines the enormous stock that we place in those young people. Now, if you have a look at other pay rises, I'm not going to do the police and the fire service, they've got unions, but let's take, for instance, the pension. So we see here that the UK government policies for households. So in April 2024, Department for Work and Pensions benefits that are linked to inflation, we're going to go on to inflation in a minute, were uprated by 6.7%. Then for 2024-25, the basic state pension and the new state pension was increased by 8.5% in line with average earnings growth, which means, yes, we've been given a 6% pay increase, but the government think that in line with the average earnings growth of everyone else in every sector, public and private, they felt that the state pension needed to increase by 8.5%. So essentially, at a minimum, our increase within the British Army should have been 8.5%. However, it was not. So let's now take a look at the increase in consumer prices. This is just from 2021 to 2024. So essentially, what you spend your money on, electric, gas, food, fuel, since 2021 is gone up 23% in the UK, which is higher than France, US, and Germany. Now, this year, the consumer price index only increased by 2%. Okay, that's absolutely great, but it's been increasing so much over the past 3 to 4 years that a 6% increase doesn't really catch up on that at all. And then you look at, right, where are they going to get their money from? Because if we're doing a 6% increase, they have to take their money from places, and they also have to increase what soldiers are paying for housing, single living accommodation. So let's have a look at that. Here you've got service families accommodation. They're going to increase by 6%. Now that is going to be slightly different because it will affect the rent of lower bands differently, because you get like lower band A, B, C. It's going to be different, but essentially they're all going to be 6%. And then you have things like furniture charges. They're going up by 2.4%. So what you can do when you join the army, you can have a house, service families accommodation, and then you can also rent furniture from the army. Here we've got single living accommodation rental charges for grade 1. They're going to increase by 6. Then it's going to go down per grades of 4, 2, and then to grade 4, there's no increase. Then you have a look at the next one. So this is lows that they're just increasing everything in line with that. We recommend from the 1st of April, charges for garages and carports should also increase by 6%, with no increase for substandard garages. I get that there's no increase for substandard garages and carports, but why do we have them? Why have they got to include the substandard garages? Why do people have substandard garages in the army? It doesn't make sense at all. Those are the bad things. Those really are the bad points to the increase. Let's have a look at some of the good points on what it means for a new soldier. Okay, so new soldier, initial pay dependent on supplement 1, 2, 3, and 4. It doesn't matter. you're going in at 25,200, 7.2% pay increase from what it was. Once you then get out of basic training, you go to 2 of 2, then you're going up to 25,864, and it'll go up from there. So to be perfectly honest with you, they've done that purely for recruitment. They had to do that because essentially soldiers in basic training were below the minimum wage. When I was in basic training in Basingbourne, I was on, I think I started on like £8,000 a year, something like that. We were getting £50 a week cash in the hand. It's crazy. So I'm glad they've gone this way. And they've also made a change for the officers as well. So officers, once you're in Sandhurst, you'll be on 33,000. Once you finish Sandhurst and you get into a job, you will go straight up to essentially £40,000 a year. So that is a lot better for officers as well. But the fact of the matter is this. What they've done is purely for recruitment. They're talking about recruitment and retention. It's purely for recruitment. I think if they want to look at retention, what they should be looking at is giving that 8.5% like they've done with the pensions. They haven't done that. They've gone easy. They said they'll give 6%, biggest in 22 years. It is still not enough. But there you have it. That's my thoughts on the situation. If you have any thoughts, please let me know. And I really do try my best to answer all comments that people put on my videos. Other than that, take care.